mother's house. Um, that's my mother's house to the right. That's her fence bushes. This is the route that I would take to elementary school. This video is going to be the different walking commutes that I would do as a young man, I suppose, from elementary school to middle school to high school. As you can see, well, not as you can see, we're coming up on the elementary school now. So it was only about 3 blocks from the house, and as a six-year-old, 7-year-old, I walked the distance myself or with my siblings. Didn't get dropped off. It's a school to the right. The school is called Liberty Elementary, public school number 64. Here's the parking lot for the teachers, principal and such. Here's a field to the right, fenced in field. Further back behind that is a neighborhood pool that we went to a lot when we were younger. Right now what I'm doing is I'm doing a loop around each of the schools, but because the schools themselves are of course not a block in circumference, me traveling the streets that surround the school of course is going to take me through some neighborhoods. So the school is actually to the right behind these houses, but I'm just going around the block. Okay, we're on our final, well, not our final approach. We're coming up on the on an area where you can see the school again. Let's put it like that. I was not one that cut school during elementary school, so I did not really explore this area as a youngster. Other than this building to the right, which is the recreation center that is attached to the school. Me and my siblings went there after school as the aftercare program until my mother or if my stepfather was around, my stepfather could pick us up. So traveling around in that area, we did explore that. You'll notice to your right now, the school proper, you'll see this wooden wall, and my memories of that are my young peers doing backflips off of those wooden structures, which I was envious of. Okay, I've made a left back on the Garrison Boulevard, which is the street that my mother lived on. So this is as if I'm on my way to middle school now. Okay, the few things are different. To the right, there's a Walgreens that wasn't there before. This major road right here is Liberty Heights. You have to keep that road in mind because that is the road that I would have turned on if I was heading straight to high school. When I finish my loop around the middle school, I'll come back to that road and head up that way. Walking to elementary school, walking to middle school, which is where we're going right now, would have been a group of us. I had a friend who lived another couple miles down. He would walk up, meet up with me. A few other friends would walk over from a lateral street from my mother's house, meet meet us all up and we walk this way to get to middle school. As you can see, there are, as I said in the previous video, city streets are marked for bike lanes, but the overall quality of the roads is still pretty bad. Okay, we're turning left now. This building that you see between those trees, that is the school. It is Garrison Middle School. This is Barrington Road that we're on now. This school, when I started going, it was actually newly remodeled. My sister's a few years older than me. She went to this school as well, but when she went, they were actually operating out of small temporary trailers that was in the parking lot. Yeah, so the year that I entered is the year that it was reopened. It's a brand new school. Or brand newly renovated. Again, I am making a loop around the school's circumference. Which takes me through some neighborhoods, neighboring neighborhoods. As a 12-year-old, no, 11-year-old, 11 through 10 through 13. As a 10 through 13-year-old, I would have saw a lot of this neighborhood, because middle school was a time when there wasn't a lot of respect for the teachers, respect for learning. I can't really say I learned much in middle school. It was a really funny time though. I remember laughing till I cried almost every day. Laughing till I peed on myself, laughing till I fell out of a chair. But when I look back on it, I feel for the teachers at the time, because we were pretty uncontrollable. Cut school several times, but not too many. Maybe 4 times out of the entire 3 years that I was there. Okay, the school is again visible to the right as we make our way back to Garrison, which is again the street that we came in on. Actually, we might be, yeah, I think we're actually on Garrison right now. Heading back to Liberty Heights is where we're heading to. Because again, Liberty Heights is the road that I would have turned on to get to high school. So we're just going back where we came. The book that I wrote, it takes some inspiration from my time at Garrison Middle School, the earlier character / chapters. Okay, both of these buildings to the left and right are actually these church-like buildings. They are actually vacant at this time. And here we go. Okay, we're at Liberty Heights. Turn right on Liberty Heights, which it would have been a left from my mother's house to get to high school. This is going to be a slight longer distance than it was to get to middle school. one of my strongest memories of walking to high school every day was one day it was snowing, and when the group came to my door, snow was already on the ground. It was already 2 inches or so on the ground, and I swore my classmates that school was going to be closed. And I was so confident that I walked with them to the school without any books, without any materials, because I just knew that we were going to get there. I was going to say, "Told you so," and we were going to come back. But when we got there, school was open, and it was I who had to turn around, walk back, get my notebooks and everything, and then come back. And as you can see, this isn't, it's not that close. Because we are not there yet. Girlfriend, there's an apartment structure to the right. She lived in those. This was a middle school girlfriend. Alright, now we are coming up on the high school. As you can see to the right, there are some tennis courts. This high school is Forest Park Senior High. We're coming up on the entrance. And again, I'm going to do a loop around the streets surrounding the school, which will take me through some neighborhoods. For this particular video, I'm going to continue through another neighborhood as a small bonus before I get back to Garrison Boulevard, and that is where I'm going to end this video. I did, of course, continue filming until I got back home, but there's no need to have a 30-minute video up, so I'm going to end it when we get to Garrison Boulevard. So coming up and at points before now, you may have noticed there's a transition that happens as the video is occurring. You'll see like a animated transition. That's because the GoPro films in, I think it's 12-minute increments. It automatically makes, see that? that transition right there. It automatically makes it cuts it off at 12 minutes and it starts recording again automatically. And so just seaming those two together, um, I being unprofessional, I wanted to add a transition to the beginning from the intro, my intro segment, into the writing, but it placed that transition throughout all of the um, split videos. So that wasn't my intention, but that's what happened. Maybe as I get better at this, I can somehow figure that out. Okay, so we are coming up on Garrison. That's this wide road right here, and this is where we shall end this video.